And Andrew Nembhard ends up with a wide open three. You see Josh Hart thinking he has Halliburton. No one's guarding Andrew Nembhard. Lines it up. Pacers up 6.
Famous game in New York Knicks history, Game 7, 1970 NBA Finals. Wood Willis replay. The bad leg came out limping, hit his first 2 shots, and the Knicks went on to destroy the Lakers, led by Walt Clyde Frazier with the greatest game in Knicks history. As the Knicks won their first championship, Frazier had 36 points, 19 assists, and 7 rebounds. And here in attendance tonight, Jimmy Capers. So already a little controversy. DiVincenzo got fouled on that shot, but looks close. Well, the winner of today's game will face the Celtics Tuesday in that building. Game 1 of the Eastern Conference Finals. Coverage begins with NBA Countdown at 7. Tip-off shortly after 8. The mighty Celtics waiting patiently. Meanwhile, aggressive. They're 6 of 8 from 3. 78% from the field here in the first. Welcome back to the NBA playoffs presented by Google Pixel. Conference semifinals by Chipotle. JJ.
Watch Tyrese Halliburton here. He passes the ball right in front of us, sprints across court to hunt his shot. That was his 3rd straight make. This is a little sidestep 3. And then, as we said, he's got the size advantage. Clean 2-foot jump stop, can establish either foot as a pivot foot. Shoots right over the top.
Lighting it up with 14 points. Pacers came in 1-5 on the road in the playoffs, but coming off a terrific victory in an elimination game Friday. After 1 here in Game 7, Pacers up a dozen. Net from the field.
Mike, he comes out of Arizona. I don't know if anybody bet that this guy would have as long a career, but let's just watch the Pacers play defense, get out in transition. TJ McConnell, opportunistic, just overcoming odds. Smallest guy on the floor, toughest guy perhaps on the floor right now. Look at that acrobatic finish, ridiculous.
Well, as they've done all series, the Indiana Pacers, high pickup points, ball pressure against Jalen Brunson. He's faced multiple defenders already tonight. Doris, when they have used Halliburton as a screener, he's been in a help position.
Yep.
Just tough sledding so far for Jalen Brunson.
I like how hard they've battled to stay between him and the basket. Is he going to get shots up? Yes. Can you make them tough shots? Can you...
They get back. They are down 17. NHL coverage continues on ESPN. Game 1 of the Eastern Conference Finals here at the Garden. Panthers take on the Rangers. Coverage begins at 8 Eastern. Right now in the first half, Tyrese Halliburton getting it done for the Indiana Pacers in their great offense.
Mike, you talked about it. They're the highest scoring team in the league. So even after your makes, they're looking to push. Look at the amount of space that's covered and the lack of ability to cover space by OG out of the gates.
And look, the best offenses in the league, a lot of them, they want to get the ball across half court in 2 to 3 seconds. They don't want to go against a set defense. The Pacers do this as well as anyone. Take it out after a make and create an advantage 2-on-1, easy layup for Ben Shepherd.
Is going to challenge that last call. Knicks down 19, Pacers rolling. NBA playoffs presented by Google Pixel. Conference semifinals delivered by Chipotle. As you see on the replay, clearly last touch by Tyrese Halliburton. So Tom Thibodeau, successful challenge. See on those fingertips right there. So they changed the call. Halliburton and DiVincenzo chatting away.
So the Knicks, JJ, have been about grit the entire year. They're not going to go away.
And they come out in the second half, multiple stops in a row, a beautiful change of direction from Miles McBride. They've cut this thing to 11.
NBA Conference semifinals on ABC are delivered by Chipotle. Real food for real athletes. Chipotle, for real.
Knicks and Pacers, 1994 Eastern Conference Finals, Game 7 right here at the Garden. Knicks were down 12 in the second half, but came back. Patrick Ewing, 24 points, 22 rebounds, 5 block shots. Knicks defeated the Pacers, went on to the NBA Finals. Those two teams met back in 94 and 95. The likes of Ewing and Oakley and Starks, Reggie Miller, Mark Jackson, Antonio Davis. I bet the Knicks and they're back up a dozen.
Well, Indiana's defense was maligned at times in the regular season, but they're making plays on the road in a big Game 7, the Halliburton layup, and then Knicks in scramble mode. What a luxury to have a 7'5" man stepping out to 27 feet.
Eastern, Knicks trying to fight back.
Well, Tyrese Halliburton at his best is talking a little junk, having a lot to say, giving his team a little bit of energy with his approach. But Dante DiVincenzo likes this. There's a long storied history between these.
After 3 quarters here in Game 7, TJ McConnell, the super sub, off the bench. Once again, an enormous spark for these Pacers. He's got 10 points and 6 assists. This presentation of the NBA playoffs continues after this message and a word from our ABC stations.
NBA Conference semifinals on ABC are delivered by Chipotle. Real food for real athletes. Chipotle, for real. And Google Pixel, the only phone engineered by Google.
The winner of today's game faced the Celtics Tuesday in Boston, Game 1 of the Eastern Conference Finals. Our coverage against NBA Countdown at 7 with tip-off shortly after 8 Eastern. Pacers clearly in the driver's seat for that role to play the Celtics with 8:24 remaining. And it's a 17-point.
It's been tremendous. Just trying to keep the Knicks attached. No Jalen Brunson right now. Super assertive, a 3, and then this. Good follow.
Welcome back. NBA playoffs presented by Google Pixel. Conference semifinals delivered by Chipotle.
To win in the playoffs, you need your stars to play well, but you also need your role players. You've got your Batman, you've got your Robin, you also need your Alfreds. TJ McConnell with an Alfred performance this afternoon. Doris, he's plus 21 in just 20 minutes.
Just competitive toughness for TJ McConnell. The ability to push up and pressure, make life hard on Jalen Brunson. Be opportunistic defensively, impact the basketball. Watch this defensive play. My goodness, on a dead sprint.